So today's Bible story is about Zacchaeus, the tax collector. Jesus entered Jericho and was passing through it. Now a man named Zacchaeus was there. He was a chief tax collector and was rich. He was trying to get a look at Jesus, but being a short man, he could not see over the crowd. So he ran on ahead and climbed up into a sycamore tree to see him, because Jesus was going to pass that way. And when Jesus came to that place, he looked up and said to him, "Zacchaeus, come down quickly, because I must stay at your house today." So he came down quickly and welcomed Jesus joyfully. And when the people saw it, they all complained, "He has gone in to be the guest of a man who is a sinner." But Zacchaeus stopped and said to the Lord, "Look, Lord, half of my possessions I now give to the poor, and if I have cheated anyone of anything, I am paying back 4 times as much." Then Jesus said to him, "Today salvation has come to this household, because he too is a son of Abraham. For the Son of Man came to seek and to save the lost." So this coloring sheet here will be attached to this video in the comments section when the time comes. But today we are going to sing a song about Zacchaeus that I've known since I was a little girl. And then we're going to talk about the sycamore tree and do a leaf project. So Zacchaeus was a wee little man. I'm going to sing it 2 times through. So if you know it, you can sing both times. If you don't, join the second time. Zacchaeus was a wee little man was he. He climbed up in a sycamore tree, for the Lord he wanted to see. And as the Savior passed that way, he looked up in the tree, and he said, "Zacchaeus, you come down, for I'm going to your house today, for I'm going to your house today." Zacchaeus was a wee little man, a happy man was he, for he had seen the Lord that day, and a happy man was he, and a very happy man was he. So second time through. Zacchaeus was a wee little man was he. He climbed up in a sycamore tree, for the Lord he wanted to see. And as the Savior passed that way, he looked up in the tree, and he said, "Zacchaeus, you come down, for I'm going to your house today, for I'm going to your house today." Zacchaeus was a wee little man, but a happy man was he, for he had seen the Lord that day, and a happy man was he, and a very happy man was he. So it says that Zacchaeus climbed into a sycamore tree. A sycamore tree looks like this tree here, and the leaf looks like this, which is very similar to what we see on our maple trees. It has the 5 points, very similar to a maple leaf. Sycamore trees usually grow near water. So here in the Pioneer Valley, we actually have some sycamore trees down in Sunderland. There's a big one that you can see right on 47 on the main street in Sunderland. The bark is sort of a grayish brownish, And like I say, the leaves are like maple leaves. So today we're going to do 2 types of art projects about leaves. So the leaf, I cut out this one just to have a pattern. So the first leaf we're going to do is called Crayon Resist. So you're going to take a pencil, and you could even go outside and get a dried up maple leaf or whatever, and you're going to draw a leaf. You can trace it, you can draw it freehand. I'm going to sort of use this as a pattern so I have my points, but I'm going to make it kind of big. Leaves are all different, so they don't have to be perfect. So there, I have the outline of a leaf with pencil. Now I'm going to take a dark green crayon, and I'm going to do that, I'm going to do that outline with a dark green crayon all the way around. Doesn't have to be right on your lines. A little bump there. But the pencil gave you an idea of where the edges were. So outline your leaf. And then if you notice, it has a lot of veins in it. So do your main vein into each section. And then draw lots of little veins off it. Now this technique is called Crayon Resist. So you need something to resist against the crayon, and that is going to be watercolor. So if you have watercolor, and the green color of watercolor, then you take it and you fill in over the crayon. This is the resist part, because it's not going to cover up the crayon. So keep it kind of light. Add more water if you have to. And spread it out, go up your leaves. Kind of do your leaves and then fill them in like you would with any watercolor project. But like I say, keep it light so you can see your veins through it. So keep adding water. Or if you have a lighter green, that would work too. If you have a lighter green watercolor. And when you're all finished, you have your Crayon Resist leaf, sycamore leaf. So I cut mine out and put it on a back piece of black paper to make it stand out. I added a little, when you're done, you can always add a little other colors. Like I added a little reddish yellowish to give it that look. You can do that. Give it a little more artsy look. Because in the fall, sycamore leaves turn yellow. So I kind of added a little yellow look. The other thing that you could do is, if you wanted to use that leaf from outside or use this, you can do a leaf rubbing. So you can take your leaf and put it under a piece of paper. Now you don't want a very thick piece of paper because you want to be able to kind of see it through. And you rub your leaf. You can do it with a dark green crayon, you can do it with a light green crayon, whatever. But when you rub it, you get the outline of the leaf. I don't know if you can see it with the light green. Maybe we'll go over it with the darker green. And on a flat surface, you get a little better look too, because this is kind of bumpy. But you can do that, and then you can even outline the edge with your crayon once you're done, and you have what you call a leaf rubbing. So there's 2 different art projects you can do with leaves. The crayon resist you could do with anything, anything that you drew with crayon, and then color it in with watercolor. So Zacchaeus, he climbed up in a sycamore tree. A sycamore tree we have here in the valley. Sometime when you're out for a ride on 47 in Sunderland, you might see a sycamore tree. The leaves are very similar to a maple leaf, and that's the type of tree that Zacchaeus climbed up into to see the Lord. Thank you. Have a good day.